So today I'm so excited. I have the beautiful Lynette Crosby here. My Inner Circle client has flown all the way from Boston to North Carolina so that we can dig in and dig deep. So out of surprises, we've been talking about the New Normal Workbook, and I want to know what you've been doing in the workbook because you've said some great things, but I'm just curious to see what you've been working on so far.
Okay. So far, I have been working on my past 10, my past 10 years, like going back and looking at where I was and how far I've come.
Can you open it just to see where you've been?
Basically,
You've been digging into the
I've been
audios too,
digging.
right?
Yep.
Oh wow!
So I've been
You
just
did
kind
a lot
of,
in like
going in there and doing my thing. I hope you guys was able to see some of the stuff I'm just, trying to show you. But I went in and
And you have the CD that you
yeah,
were
I
listening
have
to.
this. I was listening to. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait a minute. This is love, love. We are all looking for it. We are looking for clarity. We're looking for the answers. Um, she doesn't handicap you. She empowers you, and that's what I felt like. I wanted the answers. I wanted somebody to fix it. I wanted someone to fix it because I have been trying to figure this business thing out. Being this human being on a spiritual journey, stuff out, and within the first, I'm not a digital person, y'all, bear with me, but the first audio, the first line, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Where have you been all my life? Why wasn't I playing this before? Um, it made sense. I had just gone through a major transition. I jumped out into what I wanted to do, and this gave me every single answer that I was looking for. And not from just a business aspect, from a human aspect, and from heart intelligence, mind intelligence. This it felt amazing to me. It felt good to me. I don't want to be like sappy. I want to really, really let you know. I felt like the first part, I felt like I was just standing there with nothing on, and she was like in my head and just said, okay, this is it. You're going to start brand new. Where do you want to take this? It's up to you. It's not up to me. Start with looking back at your life. No one else can do that. You know the answers. You know the lies you tell yourself. You know the things that you want to do and be better. Let's strip down all of the what is it called? The walls that we put up. Let's remove those and let's build you back up. But this time let's build you up with the tools necessary in order for you to be successful in anything that you do. That's building new normal for me. I came here to change my life. And I sat down and I said, well, I don't know this, and I'm not sure about organizing this. I don't know how to be this. These are the things I do know, but they don't make me money. I know how to love people, and I know how to, I'm amazing at that. But you got to take it to someplace else. Why are you loving that person? Are you loving them out of a need to impress them? How about impressing yourself? Look back at what you want and create that step by step by step. This is the new normal for me.
And that's powerful because the first part of it is starting and reflecting. There are 7 steps to the new normal, and you're just digging into this is your life activity. And you said to me, where was this yesterday?
Yeah.
Right? So what is that bringing up for you? I know you're still working on that process, but what are some things that you were able to really dig into looking back?
I was able to 10 years ago, I was in complete and utter pain. I didn't recognize that I had come so far. I was in a state of beating myself up.
Can I stop you for a second?
Absolutely.
That for me is exactly why I did it. I said to you today, I said, I read this quote on Instagram, don't live the same year for 75 years. And if you don't look back, you don't realize how far you've come. And you think you're that same person, and weak or sensitive, or I don't think the way I'm supposed to think. And we talked about even my triggers. And one of my triggers is people saying, "Oh, you're so stupid," right?
Yeah.
You may think you're still stupid. And you look back, wait, no, I've got a master's degree in computer science from an Ivy League. I've got an established business. I've been doing it for 16 years. I'm not that stupid girl anymore. But unless you look at how far you've come, you don't see that.
No.
But I'm stopping. I'm bringing in my truth. I wanted to talk about yours.
But understand something that I'm glad you did, because yesterday I was sitting in a cafe, freaking out. Should I tell my story? I was sitting in a cafe yesterday. I got on a plane, and I came, and there was a credit card issue. And I had traveled, and that was one of my major trigger fears, was not being a traveler and not being organized and being vulnerable and being a burden to other people, because those are my trigger words. That is what people told me that I was. And I sat down and I opened this notebook and I started looking back at the 10 years. And I was like, oh, I'm tired. But when I started writing it 10 years ago, I'm not there anymore. Oh my God, I'm sitting in North Carolina and I actually came here. And even though I didn't do this, I've traveled 2 times successfully before this, and I'm doing the right thing. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, let me write this down.
It snaps you back into your reality.
And then I was like, oh, I wanted to finish it. The next one came, and the next one, I'm not going to go into it, but the next one was, can I say one thing out of your book that I love? I love it all, but the next question, it wasn't even a question. Write down your truths. Where were you 10 years ago? Where were you 7 years ago? Oh, wait a minute. 7 years ago? That wasn't as bad as the 10 years ago. and so I started going through it, and I kept getting lighter and lighter as I was sitting there. And then by the time I was finished, all the pain that I was in that moment of distraction that I was completely bathed in, was gone. It wasn't there anymore. I was like, wait a minute. I can do this. I can figure this out. At one of the most vulnerable times in my life, I was able to figure it out.
Without breaking down.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I cried. I did. And I was scared and I was nervous. But I was in control and I had a solid foundation. There's no way that I could have done that without this. There is no way. It was just me and this.
And it says everything happens in divine right timing.
Everything.
It was meant to be at that time.
Yeah.
It's funny because we talked about, and there's actually a section in the book that we talk about trigger words versus power words, and being self-aware. But the first part is you starting and realizing you're not the same person from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I can't do that for you, but you can do that inside the book.
You want to do that inside the book. You want to get the book. You want to get,
the new normal.
Listen, you want to be better in every area of your life. We all seek it. We want to work on our business or work on whatever. This is substance. You look for women of substance. You grab a magazine because you want to be like so-and-so and Jada on the cover and Beyonce and all of these people. You got your own inside of you that she can help you bring out. Because I was like at the most scared place in my life. You could not have told me yesterday that I would be here today, looking the way that I look and feeling the way that I feel, because of the exercise that I did in here. It just kept me sane. I always apologize. I'm sorry. Those are literally self-fulfilling words. We think when they take us to school, they teach us how to spell. They're teaching us spells, and the spells are what you speak, you are.
That's powerful. And it's being in a space where you can reflect on how to fix yourself so you can fix other people. I love that you said today, and I'm going to tell everybody, this is Lynette's phrase, you cannot fix others from a broken place. You taught me that today.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you. Oh,
But that's the power of you being able to become self-aware when you create your own new normal. And then once you do that, you can help other people become self-aware too.
Absolutely. Listen, y'all think that I am a fan of LaShanda's. In my own way, I am. But I do not gravitate to people who don't have something that's worth it. Everything that I touch and know is feel the difference, and she's helping me to relay that story. She's helping me to relay that experience. She's helping me to relay that. This is powerful stuff. This is the new. This is 2017. This is beyond your wildest imaginations. This is beyond the limitations that you set for yourself.
Yes.
Or those high bars that you set for yourself that you attain, but you still go home at night in pain. You still are not figuring out your life. You're faking your way through life. I used to do it. I lived it. I was the poster child for it. I showed up at her first event in Virginia. Women.
The retreat. Yes.
Faking my way through life. Hoping. Not being honest. Not being who I was. Not that I was a fake person, but I was afraid to speak at all who I was. I am sitting here less than a year later.
So much more confident. So much more comfortable in front of the camera. So much more clearer.
Yeah.
And I can see that.
Thank you. And that's my connection with her. That's my connection with the experiences that I've had with Sister Sense. And that is real. That is, oh my God. I lived in an apartment for 15 years. And I was terrified to go anywhere and do and be anything. I don't live in that apartment anymore because she helped me through this to figure out who I was. Was it this right here? No. It started with jumping into something I had no clue about because of the words that she spoke. I knew she could teach me. Okay? So there was that aspect of it. And I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn how to put up my website. I didn't know where I got in, but I figured, something's got to stick to me if I listen enough and figure it out. And guess what? I don't even think I posted one thing from the first seminar that I took. I didn't post anything, but I got a cell phone that was a smartphone, never had in my life. I downloaded my first app on social media. Would have never done that because I was afraid of social media. And then on top of that, I was like, cell phones are cooking me, so why would I want one? And all this other foolishness that I was putting blocks in.
And now you have
my blessing, and now I have them.
Now
and
you have your website and the store and your social media.
Yes. And I post stuff.
Because it all sets you up to create your new normal.
Thank you.
But you have to start where you are.
Yes.
And you have to work through your fears.
Yep.
And eventually they no longer are fears. They're just, the stepping stones that created your
absolutely
today.
But you need to be around someone who's going to allow you and create the space for you to be able to be that, because you cannot do that with everybody. Yes. You cannot sit in front of everybody and expose yourself and not find yourself in a place that you're not better because you did that. You
to find the right person.
The right person with the right tools. That's this. That is sistersense.com, because there's a lot of right people out here. Because listen, I help a lot of people, but this is not my strength at this point. I am learning this. Once I have this, maybe I'll be able to teach it to somebody, but she's been doing this for 16 years. Trust that she gets the results. You got to want to step out of your comfort zone. This is going to help you to get down to the whys. And not the why. What's your why you want to do this business? Why? Because we all got that why, or we trying to figure out that why, and that why is easy come. The why that's not so easy is, what's the why that's stopping me from being that $1 million person that I want to be?
That's powerful. And you said today, I was in my workbook and I found my why, and I know why I'm here, and I was like, yes.
Yes. And it was not my why of why I wanted to put this up, because I just want to sell one product for $10. No, because once you clear the heart space,
yes,
you remove the blocks to the abundance. That's this right here. That's this right here.
I love it.
That is, this is not an advertisement.
And this is new.
Ooh.
This is new. I want you to be comfortable sharing with me and letting me know, right, what your experience is, because the new normal is basically what I did to create my new normals, what I did to get out of my small apartment. You talk about sitting up in that apartment, trying to figure out what you want to do, where you want to go. Those are the things that I did to transition into my home, to create a space that I wanted, that I was dreaming of. So the 7 steps, from going to starting, to reflecting, to visualizing, to acting, to promising yourself that you're going to make a change.
Yeah.
I'm just telling my truth.
And that's what so many people get that sound bite of. Do you mind if I say the entrance of the think it? Think it, say it. Listen, I got it right here.
I love that you got your notes.
Yeah. Think it, speak it, write it, claim it, make it happen.
There you go.
You know how many of those sayings that we hear come by us, but with her, it's a tangible way, because we get it and we think we don't get it because it's going by so fast.
Yeah,
and we're too embarrassed to say that we didn't get it. I don't want to be embarrassed no more. I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Slow it down.
Slow it down. And not only you slowed it down, you gave me a notebook to match, and you gave me something to be able to apply the knowledge.
Can you just open it so they can see just like one of the pages in the notebook?
Up here.
You can just open it.
Oh, I didn't get down here yet. Oh.
I know you're not ready for that yet. You're not there yet.
But I'm excited.
I love that you said you were in Barnes & Noble. Soon it will be in Barnes & Nobles, right? And someone was sitting beside you, and she was
oh my gosh. Yes, this woman named Noelle. I was doing my new normal workbook like this, trying not to share, and she was looking over at my notebook, and I finished what I was doing. I made sure I stayed present with me first, but then I stopped, and she looked, and she actually went to her website and looked, and then she kind of put it down. Yeah. And I finished, and I said, let me explain something to you. This woman is amazing. I am here in North Carolina because she helped me to create my new normal. This is, I had the pleasure of saying I don't have one of my notebooks. That's me on the cover. But I had the pleasure of being able to let her know that, that's me in the magazine. I'm so proud. I'm very proud of myself. I'm really proud of that. But I wanted to explain to her, kind of give myself a little credibility. But I said, if you want to change your life, this is exactly what you need to be. You see me in here in every book that I could have on the shelf, and this is what I'm sitting down with. There's a reason for it. And it's tangible.
That's powerful.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm in Barnes and Nobles. Like, I can have anything, and this is my focus.
Yes.
I didn't have this in my bag for later. I was doing the work because once you open it, a practical life design guide for positive change and success seekers who embrace the power of divine right timing. We all want it. Who am I? Who am I? What is my normal? What are my truths? Don't nobody want to know your truths. She does. She shows you how to figure them out. I'm afraid. I want to be successful, but every single time I try to make my business, I'm not successful because my relationship with abundance has blocks to it. How do I remove them? I need to be transparent and share my story with someone who's going to do it.
You will only get what you're ready to receive.
Woo! what I'm ready to receive. Wow, that could have saved me a lot of time. Yeah, a lot. But I'm glad I didn't know it, because if I thought about it, maybe I would have been too afraid to try. But now I'm around women who try every single day because the fireside circle.
Yeah.
And I get to hold on to this. And my hand is different. You gotta get the hard copy. I mean, I agree, digital and all that other stuff to y'all.
The digital is there, but the hard copy, the home study guide is that's the intention, so that you can feel it, you can read it, you can dig into it.
And there's a physical feeling for those of y'all that feel energy. That's my forte. So yes, you can feel it. It's like heart chakra stuff. Ooh, it feels so good. Yes. So it's a physical feeling. The frequency is amazing on this. But I wouldn't have never told you that about frequency when I came. If you look back on my videos on my site.
I'm afraid to talk about these things. Yeah. I don't want to scare people. I don't want to give people a perception of me that they kind of go.
That I'm different.
And that you're different.
That I'm different. Yeah.
And I said to you today, we're all different. And every time somebody says they're fine, they're just masking their difference because they're too afraid to let people know who they really are. No. So you're just, in telling people you're different, sometimes you think, oh, I'm so weak, I'm not where I want to be, but you're stronger than most people because they don't have the strength to do that.
Wow. You're strong enough to, you're strong because you speak your truth or something. What did you say earlier today? See, we should have wrote it down. I'm so upset about that one. There was something that she said earlier today about power and vulnerability and truth.
Yeah.
And, you just put those together. You get the gist of it. That is what she teaches you. Because people don't want fake people. I'm not going to buy anything, even a computer, from somebody. I want to know that they have some type of human touch to them. That's what we're all seeking. We're all seeing stuff every single day that are making us afraid. And we want to find a better way to get out. Instead of sitting there stewing in that place and feeling like you're trapped and you can't move forward. Figure out your new normal. Yes. Create it now.
You have to create it.
Yeah. You have to make the space for it. Oh, excuse me for getting too excited.
And I love that you said that. You said, you know what? You can't change the people, but you can change the space.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I wrote that down. You said you got to create the space. And that's essentially what this is about. Yeah. Not about waiting. This is not a wish I, will I, maybe someday I. It's about now.
That was the thing that she said. I jumped and I did stuff that I never did really outside of my comfort zone. And
you said, LaShanda, I'm coming. I'm coming to North Carolina. I'm doing this. And that's a place of power. That's a place of power. A lot of people, not just working with me, but with working period on themselves and in life, they will I, won't I. Maybe I, shouldn't I. They looking for somebody to tell them because they're too afraid to tell themselves. And the fact that you in secret claimed it and then made it happen and then told everybody, okay, so this is what I'm doing.
And that was your teaching. That was you teaching me, because I didn't grow up with those teachings. I'm not around. I wasn't around a set of peers that was going to give me that information until I got into the Sisters Fireside Circle. Because there's so many people that have knowledge, especially when it comes to business and, living life or whatever, and they hold on to it like it's their wallet.
Their what is it? Oh, not Holy Grail. Is it the Holy Grail? The Fountain of Youth?
Yeah, all of the above.
Don't want to give it to nobody.
Don't want to share anything with anybody. And then...
But here's the secret.
Wow.
Helping is healing. It helps me. I heal. In the process, I know so many other people who want to help. As they help themselves, they heal as well. Yeah. So for those who want to keep their Holy Grail, let them keep it.
Yeah. and that's the thing, though. You say it and you move past it.
Yeah.
You let us know, that's what it is, but you ain't going to spend 4 hours telling us how bad other people are. You're going to spend 4 hours telling us how good we need to be.
Exactly. Exactly. I love that you say raise your vibration.
Yes.
I say focus on the positive.
Yeah.
However you say it, all roads lead to ascension.
And that's what she helped me to create. And oh my
Your
gosh.
beautiful website, arlta.com. All roads lead to ascension.
Yeah.
The truth is, however you say it, that's where you want to be. You want to ascend. You want to be in a space of abundance and prosperity. And I thank you. I thank you for taking the opportunity to just share your experience with the new normal with me.
I want to say one more thing.
Sure.
You have to create the space to be around the high vibrating people, because we sit online and we sit in our homes and we create our cocoons and we don't connect with each other.
Yes.
What she puts together, LaShanda Henry, Sister Sense, when she has her events and she says, come on out to North Carolina, and everybody's sitting there on the computer and they're saying, I want to come, I should come, I'd like to come one day. If you're afraid because you don't know how to book a flight, she has Miss Eva on there. We can figure it out. You do it, because I was terrified of it. And I was just at a point where, because of what she was teaching me, that I was like, I'm jumping for this, I'm running. But don't sit back and think you're going to keep staying around the people that you're around and creating your wonderful you're not. You need to be around somebody that's going to shift it. Your heart is aching, and every single night you get online and you look. You got to be in person in order to do that. So the way that you do that is you go on there and you show your vulnerability.
Yes. You have to do the work before the work.
Or do the work before the... Oh my gosh, you got to get this book. And so that you can do it. Get the notebook. Get the new normal package is amazing and it's stunning. Allow it to come to you. Give yourself that gift for Valentine's Day, for Christmas, for New Year's, for Rabbit Easter Day, for whatever other holidays y'all celebrate. And change your life.
Yes.
Because nobody else is going to do it for you. You want better for yourself. You want better for your kids. You want better for your dog. You want better. You know, why isn't this money coming in? Because you haven't created the space for it.
You have to be ready to receive it.
You got to be ready to receive it. You got to be ready, but you got to at least try to get to here. And she created that safe space. You can go on there and say anything. I'm tired today. I'm happy today. I'm hungry today. And there's somebody there that'll
take that in and give you something.
Because she's not your mama, you know, and we all know that. But she has the love of the feminine and the divine, the love, and she will empower you to find the right people around you to help you. And you'll say, help me, and she'll see your chaos, and she'll stop, and she'll make sure that you process and realize that the only person that's in control of this is you.
Yeah. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you. That's my truth.
The new normal.sistersense.com is the space where you can get the home study guide, and of course all roads leads back to sistersense.com, the space that I've created to help women entrepreneurs build their best business life and self. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you.